I wanted to put together a video that shows the beginning of my OT7 Dreamcatcher journey. I wanted to show the progress that I already have so far on the collection because there's, truthfully, very sizable progress. So it kind of feels weird only now saying that it's an OT7 collection when I already have a lot of full sets, but recently there were a couple of cards that came up for sale that just really got my mind spinning to think, how much would it take to be able to get all of these cards and to be able to build a full collection? So this is going to be what my binder is looking like before we're adding any new cards. I have a lot that are going to be coming in the mail that I'll be able to add. So just seeing where I was before everything kind of kicked off. So first page, we have their first release. I was very fortunate. I did already have one of these cards from the original set. I don't know, maybe a lot of you folks saw that one eBay listing a while back that was selling a lot of out-of-print Dreamcatcher albums and cards. So snap that up. I believe it's Yuhyun that is my original card. And then when the reprint came out, I went and bought 6 albums. And fortunately, I pulled 6 different ladies. I did get a dupe of Yuhyun, but I was able to trade her for, I think, Gaihyun was the only one that I was missing. So if we flip, you can see Gaihyun is a reprint card. Next, we have their second release, and I gotta put some pages in here. You can see the only one that I'm missing is GU. I did reach out to somebody recently, and I have that coming. From this set, once again, I did have one original card, and that is Gaihyun, and I really like that because when we flip to the back, you can see it's still the old spelling of her name. Next, we have kind of a mishmash. We have prequel, we have, I think this is ETE. This is where the first 2 releases the cards were, and then because I got the full sets, they had to get scooted. So these will definitely be a long journey. I think these are some of the hardest album cards to collect. 1, because they don't pop up as frequently, and then 2, they're just more expensive. Next, we come to Alone in the City. This was one of those sets that were being sold by that one eBay seller. And so I already had a pretty good progress on this set already, but when I went and ordered the cards, I was able to get one of everything. So we have the colored set, we have like the neon set, and then we have the dark concept set, and then I have 2 of the selfies. I sold the rest of them. I'm still contemplating if I want to recollect those cards. It's not a very cohesive set, but if I could find them, I wouldn't say no. Love this GU. Alrighty. So next is the End of Nightmare. As you can see, this is another one I don't have a lot of progress on. This one, I really like the white set. I think it jumps out a lot against the dark set. This is the first time you're getting those clear cards, so definitely a cool set. I'm excited to be getting more of those. Next we have Raid of Dream, and I honestly think this was technically my first introduction to Dreamcatcher. My brother showed it to me, and I was like, ooh, that's really cool. I hadn't tipped into the event horizon of collecting anything, but the leather outfits, the vibe, immaculate. And then here we get into the era that I was actually starting to collect Dreamcatcher. So I started off with just 1 album, and then the world shut down because it was early 2020. But this was just what really got me into them. Scream is definitely one of my favorite title tracks still. And so here you can see I have a mishmash of some of the selfies, some of the concepts. These, I believe, were K-Town For You pre-orders. And then this is, I think, what might have kickstarted it. We have all of the concept photos, other than 1 set, because without Handong there, very sad, but also layout is very nice. So I'll have to think about how I want to reorganize that. And then it continued. They kept on putting out banger concept cards, and I wanted to collect them. I didn't get them as they were coming out. This was more I went back and started getting things. But at this point, I started getting not just 1 album per release, but I did get the whole set. So you can see here, we have all of the, I believe this is Lose Myself. And then a couple selfies. Now you're gonna start seeing a couple of these because I did already purchase a few cards, and when I started to purchase stuff, I wanted to put it in the binder in hopes to help me keep track of the things that I was getting, but I very quickly realized that's not gonna work well. So you will see a few of the stuff that I have coming, and I did reorganize a few things towards the end, but for the most part, it's gonna be looking like how it was before. So next we have Road to Utopia. Love this pink set. And then a suit set, like, thank you, appreciate it. And then a dark leather set, absolutely. This was the era back to back that Gaihan had really fun colored hair too, so I love that for her. Alrighty, next we have Summer Holidays. This is had a full set of selfies, and then I got one limited card, so she kind of got added on here. I do have OXO U. Very fortunate my brother got me that card. Alrighty, and then next we have Dark Concept, Beach Concept with a couple of limited cards, and then the Flower Concept. Just this whole era, I would say I really, really loved the concept cards. Next we have some K-Town For You pre-orders. Because I don't primarily collect pre-order cards, like at all, it's just kind of nice to have versus need to have. I did put together just one page. This is a mixture of, should be Save Us and Summer Holiday. Let's see, yeah. And this is where I wasn't really feeling their concepts as much, because it's just them in one of their outfits against a white wall. They look fantastic, but it didn't grab me as much, so kind of held off on collecting. Tried to bring out the green. I think these are gonna go the way of the wind. Not feeling them. Alrighty, next up is Follow Us era. This one I did like the cards a lot more, but there was just so many more of them. With the limited, with the agent cards. This was also the first album, I believe, that they did the QR code version, otherwise known as Platform, Polka, Weverse, depending on who you're with. So this one, I believe I got a few extra cards, but for the most part, I just collected the cards that I liked. So we have that. I do have Kissy GU and Bo GU. I don't know how I accomplished that, honestly. I think that one I had to trade with somebody in Australia. Not the first time, won't be the last. The one concept set I could not resist, though, was the umbrella set. Like, are you kidding? Nature, green, everybody in matching outfits, umbrellas. Absolutely. Alrighty, here we have the next set. So this is From Us. And there was a lot of good stuff in here too. Like, oh, this is gonna be such a hard set to collect, but I really want it. It's the nature ones I really like. And from that set, Handong's was my favorite, so I made sure to trade for that. But I'm really looking forward to be able to get more of those cards. And then we have the concept cards from this album. They weren't super cohesive, so that's why I just decided to get a full page. So you can see I have 3, and I like to get a mishmash of members, which I guess kind of is helpful in my favor because now it's not like I have just one person's whole collection that I need to get. It's going to be a variety of folks. So there is that, and then I did get one full set. This is kind of what I was doing at the time because I thought this one was like the most cohesive. And then you have the set from the Polka version. Now here's where I started doing some damage with some purchasing and separating stuff out. So this is going to be the Villains era, and we have the Flower concept. And then we have a few other cards, and you can see I have a few pre-order cards. Should be K-Town For You again, I usually order from them. And I'm not looking forward to getting all of the Polka version, platform version, whatever you want to call them. because there's a lot, but you can see I'm doing okay, you know. Ooh, surprise. So this is where I started to separate things out, so it's a little mishmashy. And then you have a few limited cards. Oh, and this is another one I have. Nearly all of the cards, so I laid it out. I don't know what was with me this era. I went crazy, and I joined, I think, one group order, and then, as you can see, because I have one of each of these versions, I got a whole set. I think it was this one that I got myself because I didn't have a holo set before, and it was crowns. Excuse you. And then I did also join a group order for this because I didn't have any Blue Hyun cards, and I wanted Blue Hyun, and they had guns. That's exciting. So the next era I went a little bit more tame on, I'd like to say. So this is going to be the agent cards. And then, so we have Virtuous. And here you can see I have a couple of limited cards, my K-Town For You cards, fun concept. And then I just had the cards that I like that would fill out a 9-pocket page. And then this one was a need to collect. So it was this Handong, essentially, because there's a picture of her in the album that looks like that, and it's stunning. And I was like, I need something that looks like that. And then also this Dami, this Gaihyun, I was loving so many cards, so I was like, nope, this is the set that I'm collecting. So I have that. And then I did not get the Polka version for this one because I just was burned out from how many I had gotten for Villainous Era. So instead, I just bought one set from a couple of different people and decided that was the only one I was going to be getting. And I'm hoping to stick with that for this OT7 collection that I'm doing. And next, we have their most recent release. So you can see here, I got the concept cards. And then I really loved the heart concept. Didn't like the reindeer one as much, so I traded those away. Once again, I don't know if I'll go back and get those because they didn't really jump out at me as much. But that is the end of my album cards. And then I do have a couple more from different things. So here we have a couple of Season's Greetings sets. Went a little bit ham one year because they had a few different concepts. I think this is a pre-order card, I don't remember from where. Another set. And another set. This is all the same one. It was great. 2022. Oof. And then I think this might have been a pre-order set. I'm not certain. But you can see we have little IDs on the back. And here is the set from their last fan kit or the fan kit before. I just really wanted to be able to get a fan kit for them. My member ID card goes here, but since it has my full government name on it, it is not going to stay. And then this, I think, was another Season's Greetings. This one I did purchase the sets from somebody. Yeah, which year is this? 2023. I'm not usually big into Season's Greetings, so this is more just if I really like the concept. And then we have the set that they had from their winter concert that they did online, plus to a live audience, but also online. And I'm so happy to get this set because short-haired Sua, absolutely, yes, yes, yes. The rest should just be some freebies, some other interesting concept thingamabobs that they had. Yeah, so just some freebies, and then the rest of the binder is other groups, which they will need to go the way of the wind because I'm gonna need a second binder soon with all the cards that I have that I need to put in here. But I am excited to be building out this OT7 collection. I honestly think it's a long time coming. We've been heading towards this direction for a while. I just wasn't ready to pull the trigger. but I am going to have some sales up from some extra cards that I purchased while working on this set, and then also some trades too, because I still have a lot that I'm looking to collect. So I will have my Instagram listed in the description below, and then also right here. And I hope that you enjoy watching me on my journey as I am looking to collect more of these cards.